Today, I want to share with you what I would tell myself if it was my first year of trading, what to expect, what to avoid, and the things you should be focusing on most. So let's look at the TradeZella here. And the first thing I want to show you is my report section. There's a few things that are pretty interesting in here that if you look on the right side here above my head, the log days, 351 days logged on TradeZella. The first thing I would tell that first year of trading, it's going to take a lot of time. It's going to take a lot of boring work, a lot of hard work sometimes as well. But it's going to take time regardless of what you do. There's no magic strategy. There's no magic book you could read. All these things help, of course, but no matter what you read, what you watch, how much practice and markups you do, it's going to take time. You can't go and do 1,000 markups today. You can't log 350 days and cram it into a month. It's just going to naturally take its course and take time. So the first thing would be slow down, take your coat off, enjoy the ride as much as you can because it's going to take time. And if you don't love the process and you don't enjoy the small steps along the way, you're going to burn out well before 351 and probably give up. And we don't want that to happen to you. We want you to make it to year 2, year 3, year 4. So you're going to have to take your coat off, maybe lower those expectations of how quickly it could happen. That could help you stay motivated for longer and not quit or give up when things aren't going as well as you hope they would in the beginning stages. It's going to take time, but that's all right. Any good thing that's worth chasing after is going to take time. One other thing we can look at while we looked at these log trading days, look at the total trading days. 152 here on the top. So I took more days off of not trading than I did actually trading across this year and a half or whatever this TradeZella is. That you don't need to take trades every single day, whether you're new, advanced, profitable, unprofitable, doesn't matter. You don't need to trade every single day. You don't need to take multiple trades every day. That goes back to more trades do not equal more money. You're going to learn that the hard way in the beginning stages. So if I could tell them that early on, maybe realign those expectations of you don't have to trade every day, then maybe you could put that energy that you're looking to use to better use of doing those boring markups, reading other people's markups, watching a podcast on trading psychology. I don't know, anything but actually taking trades. Now, of course, you need to take actual trades. I'm just telling you, you don't need to do it every single day to feel like I am a trader. I took a trade today. Surely that's the definition of a trader. They take trades every day, all day. Absolutely not. Slow down. It's going to take time. You're not going to make it all today, but you could lose it all today. Remember that one as well. So the second thing I would tell myself, going back to year 1 trading, whatever it is, focus on one thing at a time. Many people try to fix their over trading, their risk management, their greed, their FOMO. They don't have a strategy all at once. That's going to be a lot harder to do than if we just pinpoint one. That's my focus for this week. Last week, I was really over trading. I really want to just get better at that this week. So this week, my one goal is to take 1 to 2 trades per day, limit myself to that, and step off the desk. Let me make sure I can trust myself to keep my word, listen to my self-awareness and say, okay, you did your 2. Get off the desk. Don't keep on trading. Don't trade the P&L. Trade the process. Trade the rules you set for yourself. And then, okay, wow, yeah, we got over that. That was a lot easier than I thought it would be. I didn't overtrade last week, but I really don't feel super confident in my strategy. All right, this week, I'm going to challenge myself to do 5 markups per day, read 5 other markups from other traders, and study 10 markups per day. I do that for the full week. I did it every single day. I'm feeling proud. I'm feeling good. Okay, now I kind of got a better idea of the strategy I want to trade. I also want to make sure I don't go back into that over trading, that you didn't fix it last week. But you worked on it last week. Okay, nice. But I know the strategy now, but I still get that fear of taking other trades because I'm fearing I'm going to miss out. So that's my first goal this week. Focus on one thing at a time, right? There's a list of things you need to work on, need to focus on, but you can't do it all in one day. You can't even do it all in 1 week. You need to pinpoint what's the biggest thing that's crutching your trading right now, the biggest thing holding you back, and put all your energy into that, right? We could look at anyone's TradeZella here. The first thing, these 2 red squares, everyone, for the most part, maybe not in year 1, can find winning trades. Whether it's my strategy or someone else's trading strategy, hopefully you're at the point where you're finding winning setups and they make sense. They're not just random winning trades, but you've studied a strategy, you put it into practice, and you're actually pulling wins out of the market. Bravo. Hopefully you're at that stage. But a lot of people can find wins, but they find a whole lot more losers. So is that one of you as well? That you want to just limit the downside. So I know I'm going to have red days, but they can't be too big. My big focus is to manage my risk properly, that I don't have blowout days, because the biggest thing is they'll have 7 green days, 2 red, and be red on the month because those 2 red days are minus $4,000 each, max daily loss. Because we're not focused on the long term. We're not willing to look long term of saying this is going to take time. I don't need to make it all today. I don't need to take every single trade today. I'm just looking for my one strategy today. Shrinking it back down of what's your focus? What are you trying to do today? Are you trying to just be right and call the market and predict every move? Or are you trying to make money and turn this into a business for the long term? Then slow down, remind yourself of your plan, that it's to take this setup within these hours with this risk management. I'll come back tomorrow and do it again and again the next day. And these wins will stack up. You're always going to be held back in your trading if you just take, obviously, too many losers. That's not so much of I need to focus on my strategy and try to find more winners. Hopefully you're already doing that, but you're also finding a lot more losers and taking the more losers. So just learn to avoid those losers, whether that's your mental. It probably is your mental, because you're not able to stay out of them when you probably know better. You know you don't need them, or you're in a rush, you're greedy to take every single move, whatever the case may be. Right? So I would just tell myself to simplify things. Focus on one thing at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself, because then you're really not getting a whole lot better at one thing. You're kind of getting a little bit better at a few different things, right? Your FOMO isn't really improving that much. Your strategy is not really improving that much, because you're giving very little energy to these 5 different things rather than just going all in on one, fixing it, focus on the next thing, fixing it, go to the next thing. It may take a month and you may not make money this month, but you'll thank yourself that you sucked it up and you did it this month, so that next month, maybe you can start making money. Or if you just rush and try to give little attention to everything for 1 month, you didn't really improve that much, probably going to still have to do that whole thing again next month, and then again the next month. So you're not really moving faster by trying to juggle all these plates at once, all right? One other thing, going back to the simplicity, just looking at one of my markups here. This is from my Futures 2.0 course on ASFX TV. And for anyone that doesn't know, all my trades now are with Tradeify. That's who I would suggest trading with, especially if you're new, because I'm with the straight to funded accounts, the 50Ks and the 150Ks, where if you use code Evan Dyer, you actually get 30% off all accounts. So if you're not using them, definitely check them out. They have the best codes and the best discounts right now. But you could also use the advanced or the growth if you still want to do the challenge accounts. But the straight to sim is going to save you a lot of time. And that's a lot of the struggles people deal with of not wanting to give it time. They're rushing. They want to just do it right now. Well, we got the answer for you. Use code Evan Dyer, get 30% off any of these accounts, and start that payout process right away. But to do that, you need a strategy. So we can look at any of these. This one, to keep it simple, going back to one of my points of you're going to find winners. Hopefully you guys can identify this trade if you've seen the course, if you've seen other YouTube videos from me, that this is a nice bounce play off New York VWAP. Clearly the trend is bullish today. I want to find longs, and we play the bounce play. You could even take the break play on a break of high day VWAP over here. Hopefully everyone can identify that and even take it. So that's a nice little winner. But did you go 1-0 today because you took this trade? Or are you 1-1 because you also tried to long it up here earlier? Be honest with yourself. You probably tried to long that and you lost. And then you tried to long this and you lost. So you're actually 0-2. You then take this third trade. You make back some of your losses, but you're still red because you just took too many damn trades. Trying to take every single move rather than being patient, saying, if I don't get my setup today, that's fine. I'm not going to retire after this trade anyway, so what's the rush in having to take it? I'm still going to have to show up tomorrow. So why am I so in a rush? Slow it down. Give me what I want. Here's what I've studied on those 350 log days, those 1,000 markups. This is what I've seen the most. I have supreme confidence in it because I've seen it thousands of times. I know what I should be doing. Let me execute it. And then now I'm actually just 1-0 on the day. Simple, simple. Slow it on down. You don't need more trades because the person that took 1 trade today made more money than the guy that took 3 because that first guy took those 2 losses, right? So hopefully that speaks for itself. But like I mentioned, you could also watch any of these trades that I take on ASFX TV on the live streams. And the course I was talking about is right here, Futures 2.0, where you'll see these VWAP breaks, the bounces, the key levels that I'm looking to trade off of. So if you don't have this strategy and you're in your first or second year trading, definitely check out Futures 2.0. But if you've never even traded futures, before you watch mine, you have to go through 101 because this is the beginner course for anyone that's never traded futures. Check that out and then come over to 2.0 because this one's going to be all strategy based. But yeah, definitely check it out. Hope you guys found value in it. Hope you guys can slow down, have more realistic expectations of what to expect. what to avoid, where to put your energy, and keep on pushing and find that success you want in this new year. It doesn't have to take a really, really long time. Like I'm saying, it's going to take time. Yes, but you can still find wins and success along the way. But maybe these ginormous goals you have, those are going to take time. But that's fine. What the hell comes overnight? I don't think anything. So enjoy the ride. It's going to take a while, so just enjoy it. Take wins out of everything. Learn every day. Feel good about your lessons every day. Feel like you're making progress. And challenge yourself every day to keep your word of taking a certain amount of setups, taking a specific type of setup, certain risk parameters. That's all you can control. So if you guys found value in it, make sure to use code Evan Dyer when you check out of Tradeify. 30% off all accounts. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Trade safe. I'll see you guys on the charts tomorrow morning.